may have been wondering about AI video and how it might fit into your training design, development, and delivery.
Hi, I'm Professor Carl Kopp.
Well, actually, I am an AI version of Professor Karl Kopp. How does the AI version look? Maybe even a little better than the real Dr. Kopp? Maybe. Anyway, I wanted to talk about 4 use cases I've found that I think will be helpful to you. This will be presented by using me, AI Dr. Kopp, created by Colossian, to help illustrate the points. Let's take a few minutes and look at the benefits, not from a development perspective, but from the perspective of how learners can benefit from developers' use of AI video. Before we get too far, I'd like to thank the sponsor of this video, Colossian. They funded the creation and development of this video. But the content and creative control is all mine. Now on with how AI video can help with learning and development from the learner's perspective. Learners can benefit from AI video in the following ways. First, they will have access to continually up-to-date content. I remember in the past, whenever we wanted to create online learning, video could only be used for evergreen content. Evergreen content is content that was static and did not change, such as basic principles of accounting or the history of a company. This was because it was so costly to reshoot video, because the actors used in the video shoot might grow out their hair or change hair color or hairstyle or not even be available. It was very limiting. And you had to take time and effort to carefully cut out a word if a product name changed, or if the person in the video mispronounced a word, or a noise or a bump occurred in the background. Yeah, I'm talking to you fire truck sirens. Why is it that vehicles with sirens always seem to drive by at the most inopportune time during a recording? But AI generated video solves those problems. AI video can be created for the most transient content with never a need to reshoot. This can work for things such as corporate announcements, or as the latest news headline, or a breaking story. AI generated avatars and video can be as current and relevant as you need it to be. Imagine the latest safety bulletin or procedure change or security announcement. AI video lets you quickly get the word out. Updating existing video content or creating another scene is now as simple as typing in a few extra words or clicking to insert a new piece of video content into the course flow. A script for an AI avatar can be easily modified. You can quickly incorporate the latest industry standards, regulations, and practices. You can mention something from a news story occurring that day and then change it by the end of the week with minimal cost or effort. In short, AI produced video helps ensure trainees have access to the most current information, reducing the risk of outdated practices being taught and enhancing the overall quality of your training program. You and your learners never need to be out of date on key product information, changes to corporate policy, or new approaches to solving problems. This is a boon for learners who now won't have to worry about out of date content in fields that change rapidly. The next advantage for the learner in terms of learning from AI avatars is the ability to have the content delivered in multiple languages. There's an old joke. What do you call someone who speaks 3 languages? Trilingual. What do you call someone who speaks 2 languages? Bilingual. What do you call someone who speaks 1 language? American? Well, AI avatars can kind of make that joke irrelevant. One of the absolute strengths of AI generated avatars is their ability to easily deliver content in multiple languages, making training accessible to a global audience. This multilingual capability is particularly beneficial in diverse multinational organizations and even for smaller organizations who want to produce content for an international audience. The ability to present content accurately and fluently in different languages is helpful to learners because they are hearing their native tongue, which makes understanding and applying the knowledge easier, faster, and more effective. Here's an example of me speaking 2 different languages.
你好，我是卡尔科普教授，这是我的数字，克隆题也是我声音的数字，克隆题 A
I 被教导如何像我一样说话，你觉得怎么样？That's me speaking Chinese. Now let me try Portuguese. Olá, este é Karl Kopp, professor Kopp. Este é um clone digital meu e um clone digital da minha voz. A I foi ensinado a falar como eu. O que você acha? AI allows the instructor or person on the video to speak the language of the learners, even if they can't actually speak that language. Learners can learn in their own language. This helps to ensure that language barriers are minimized and all trainees, regardless of their native language, receive the same high quality training experience. Additionally, with the advent of more and more sophisticated AI, the avatars can adjust their speech for regional dialects and accents, further personalizing the learning experience. Learners being able to be instructed in their own language can be extremely impactful. The next advantage is that all the training can have a consistent look, feel, and tone. Many people loved the Marvel Cinematic Universe because it brought together seemingly different worlds into one consistent universe where what happened in one story impacted another story. Characters you read about in a comic book are the same characters as you see in a movie or a television show. A problem with most corporate training is that it's disjointed with no continuity of characters. The learner doesn't get to know the characters or relate to those characters.
A character you meet in one corporate scenario for compliance.
Never appears again.
A character that's talking about leadership exists in an environment
That is different than the e-learning module teaching about the art of delegating.
It becomes a disjoined, incoherent mess of scenes and characters. These different scenes, settings, and characters have no continuity. This makes it hard sometimes to link all the training together in the head of the learner. So one of the significant advantages of AI-generated avatars is their ability to maintain a consistent look, feel, and tone across all training modules. Unlike clip art that might not have the right character pose or style or presentation, AI avatars can be programmed to maintain uniformity and are becoming more lifelike all the time. And unlike live actors who age over time or change their hairstyle or are not able to appear in every corporate video, AI generated avatars are evergreen. An AI avatar or group of avatars can appear in a variety of training modules without a great deal of extra effort. This ensures the character or group of characters appearing in the leadership training focused on communication can be the same group of characters appearing in the delegation training. Consistency in tone and presentation can help build an understanding in the learner's mind of how all the training from compliance to leadership fits into their everyday life and the life of the organization. The idea of continuity in presenting training situations should not be overlooked. Another advantage to the learner is the sheer number of situations that can be presented to them. In traditional training, limits of production and time mean that you might get one practice scenario in one situation, and that was it. But with AI avatars, the cost of creating multiple situations or scenarios with the same characters or group of characters is greatly reduced. The learner can practice delegation, for example, with a variety of different types of peers, a variety of people who report to them. Some could be happy, some sad, some indifferent. The ability to practice in all types of situations helps the learner hone their skills and see what potential reactions might be in a variety of situations. Almost any situation that occurs can be mimicked quickly and easily with AI-generated video. It is said that one of the differentiators of experts from novices is the number of situations an expert has encountered. They've literally seen it all, and so they are able to recall a similar situation and remember what was done correctly or incorrectly in that situation to solve the problem. It is the number of practice sessions an expert has that helps make them an expert. Now, with AI generated video, a larger number of practice situations can be created, allowing the learner to work on their skills in a safe and feedback rich environment. Imagine a library of practice scenarios from which a learner can pick. A learner could do one scenario every day for a week, building their skills at a relatively low cost compared to creating a traditional video based training scenario. In conclusion, AI generated avatars like me, AI Dr. Kapp, provide a great tool for enhancing training programs by ensuring content is always up to date, accessible in multiple languages, and delivered consistently, and can be practiced over and over again in a variety of situations. AI video is not the answer to every training video, but the ability to simulate varied scenes and interactions makes learning more engaging and effective, preparing trainees for real world challenges. By leveraging the capabilities of AI avatars, organizations can create effective, impactful instruction